Hey guys, today's pour is a 50 by 30 garage, 6-inch thick floor using 4,000 PSI concrete. We got high range water reducer in the concrete today, so we can pour this thing really loose if we want to. Now what's a little different about this garage is it's got 4 center drains, and it's got this rebar going down the interior of each garage bay. That's what the homeowner wanted. So we're here today. We're working as a subcontractor for the foundation people, the guy that did the concrete walls. We didn't design the floor. We didn't engineer this floor. We were just hired to show up here today, pour and finish the concrete. So we're going to get it poured out, slope it all to the drains, get a power trowel finish on it, saw cut it, and then that's our job for today. Now you're going to get to see how we pour using this 4,000 PSI concrete with the high range and get it all sloped to these center drains. Now each center drain will have a high point in between it. So each garage bay will kind of have its own little slope to it, I guess, if you want to think about it like that. Now being 30 feet wide, you know, the truck chutes coming off the chute will go about 16 to 18 feet. So we're using our little 12-foot, what we call a cold chute, to hook on the end to get to that back wall. That was the only access we had, was to the front of the garage. Now getting this first truck dumped out, I mean, we came in previously and we snapped our chalk line for grade. You can see that red line kind of down towards the bottom of the wall using a laser. We got a laser set up today as we do the floor, and we'll use that to make our high points in between each drain. We put the poly down, we put the rebar in place, kind of tied it, and put the bricks under it. So that was our extent of the prep. The homeowner is kind of the GC on the job, and he contracted out the foundation guys. So they obviously include the walls and the floor in their package price. And then separately, he contracts out an excavator to, you know, dig out all the gravel, dig out for the 4-foot frost wall. That wall goes down below the ground 4 feet. And so he's got 2 different contractors basically he's working for right there. We'll get 4 different loads of concrete coming right around 34 yards. So they'll break that up in between 4 trucks. It's 6 a.m. in the morning here when we're starting. And it's going to be pretty hot today. You can see the guys are sweating already even after the first truck. And we're gonna screed everything by hand with the slopes, all these slopes today. Nothing on this floor is flat, so we won't use a power screed today. We'll just use the typical hand screed, kind of old school way, the way we were taught. And we like screeding this way whenever we have center drains anyway. It's just the way that we like doing things. So from the outside wall to that drain, you know, it slopes down about 1.5 inches, and then in between the drains, it slopes back up 1.5 inches. So the floor kind of goes down to the drain, back up to the center of the high point, then back down to the drain. It'll do that on each bay.
About a 6-inch floor, pretty rugged garage floor for residential.
Well, this is the second truck that showed up. Now, when the truck shows up, you know, they get the ticket. They know what's on the ticket for slump design, slump mix, and then we tell him what we want when he shows up. This slump was just a tiny bit looser than we wanted, even though it's well within the range of pouring with a high range water reducer. But what are you going to do once you get it there? You know, with a high range, you can pour a pretty darn loose slump, like an 8. That's about what this is right here. I mean, it moves around pretty easy. Yes, it does. That's for sure. But with the slopes in it, you know, it'll hold the slope all right, as you'll see. But with slopes in it, you might want a slump or so less as far as using center drains like this. You'll see a little bit difference on this third truck that shows up. We'll get this guy dumped out, though, get him out of here, get screeded down, whatever we can get screeded. Yeah, that gives you a pretty good look right there. I mean, it wasn't too bad. Now this is the third guy. So the third guy, we tell him the exact same slump. He mixes it up, and it comes out. At first it came out way too stiff, so we told them give it 10 more gallons. And then this is what it came out like. This is about what we want right here with a high range. I'm going to let you listen in for a bit just to get an idea what it sounds like as we're working.
This ought to hold up. Second check?
So, I mean, the key to doing these floors with a smaller crew when it's really hot is getting concrete early in the morning, getting it before the sun comes up over the trees. You're working in the shade. You get things poured out. You don't have to worry about waiting for trucks because you got the first round. I mean, that's really the key.
Good. How you doing, Ben? Thank you. We can get that sun now, aren't we? I'll put this right here. Whew.
You'll have to reshoot it, but
Yeah, I was just close anyway. Wasn't right on.
it was just low. I pulled that over and picked it up and set it in.
Okay.
Because he was watching. So he sure it was straight. Not that he recognized straight. Red hot! You ready, Mike?
No, I'm just standing here waiting.
Sorry.
We love you, Matt.
I love you guys, man.
We miss you, buddy. little bit low. Yeah. In the big hole.
That drain looked way off the head of that one.
Which one?
This one? Way this one?
I didn't even eyeball it that way. Could be.
No comment. I'm leaving that hole there.
Right, Michael? Nope.
Take him to the hospital.
Hungry. Have a little one, please. A tiny bit high?
Yeah, a little bit high.
Okay.
Or you want me to do it from the outside? 'Cause I can go fight with the trees over there, knock down half those limbs, and do it
Get right out of your way.
You just do a good job.
Oh, my goodness.
You want a bigger mag, Ben?
Thank you.
It's all broke in too. It knows what to do automatically. How's it working?
No, not bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah, no, it's
That's a DeWalt mag, you know.
this right here?
Yeah.
No shit.
Didn't know DeWalt made mags, did you?
I didn't. No.
You-
I actually have some tools up north in my my dad's place, but I haven't done masonry forever.
Uh-huh.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But I did it one summer. I worked for a guy who was doing foundations and floors.
Yeah.
Stuff works.
Yeah.
It's rewarding at the end of the day. You look what you did, you know.
Right. Right. Oh, if you need a hand, just holler.
Alright, hey, are you gonna need? I can get you some water.
Nah.
Garden hose or anything? Or?
Nah, we just fill up a 5-gallon bucket, and that's usually all we use to clean tools.
Okay.
No, I mean later on, if you wanted to put a sprinkler on it and just let it go, like I said, leave the duct tape on the drains, just let it flood, pond like that for a while.
Yeah.
That's good for it. That doesn't hurt it at all.
Are you?
That would be later today though, like
Yeah.
supper time.
I thought you guys power trawling or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, these guys will all stay here.
Oh, I see.
Price they'll be done daylight today. They'll be done by noon
Are
probably.
you sitting?
So it'll be all power trowel. They'll have the saw cuts in it.
Oh, no shit.
Oh shit, yeah.
Do you?
Especially since we started at 6.
What? How are you guys doing the saw cuts and stuff?
Well, typically on a garage, we'll go down the middle of each bay,
Yeah.
and then we'll put one down the middle. We'd like to, with drains like that, hopefully if the drains all line up, we like to go right straight down the drains. If they're crooked,
That's the
then,
thing. I mean, they may be off by half inch or so.
well, if that's only a ½ inch, as long as we can hit each drain, it might
I see
not
what
be
you
the
mean.
dead center of
I
it,
see
but
what you mean.
if we put a crooked saw joint, it looks like hell.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So we try to just snap a line right straight across them.
No shit.
So there'll be at least 1, 2, 3 cuts this way and one big long one that way. It's
Nice.
usually what we do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it looks good.
Thanks.
That's a shit ton of.
It's a lot of
how many
concrete.
yards?
34. 34 yards, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's nice work.
Thank you. All right, that'll do it for the pour. Probably be a good hour before we do anything here in the shade, but as soon as that sun gets up there, this thing's gonna cook. And what time it is right now, let's see what time it is. It is 7:51. 7:51. 8 o'clock, so this thing will be all done by noon today. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.